Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set. 18 Gator. Exit. He's coming. Now.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Look at me. Go on.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
5. 54.
Throwing, Jones. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 20.
Let's go.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming after you.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
18 Gator, Squeeze. Shoot.
On second down now, Dobbins. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set up. 10 logo. Now. Undercut.
On third down, Dobbins. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Flushed out right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On first down, Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Dolphins. Give him 55 yards on the ground.
55 yards. First down, Miami.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K1 falls short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
After the sack on first down, Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. K'Wan Short able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Third and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
56, go. 56, check 56. Nice, sweetheart. Hey, exit. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 56, Mike. Now.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
They're not ready for this, man.
Second and 5. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's second and 8. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I know he ain't got it. Go out. Tighten up.
On second and 11 now. Jones. His throw incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, but now it's third down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 11.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Leo. Check.
Now Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Second and 11. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Ready?
Throwing again. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Jones now throwing on third and long. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
too soft. Let's go, let's go. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, lock it. Fine.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From just shy of midfield, Jones looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Ready to break.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Single, single. Watch 88, watch 88. All you get is pilot, 64, weak. 6 guys, check 6. Hard. Switch. Sponge. Snap.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll throw now on the final play. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Now back to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And some room to work. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
You got nothing. 49, check 49, check 49. Slam. General West. No. Go. Go.
On first down, Dobbins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check cross, check cross. Get ready, get ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home. Mike 8.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check 3. Look at me. Door. Shoot.
Here's Gordon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And it's third down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Alpha. 56. Mike, 56. Right. Bam. Danny. He's coming. Double up. Let's go.
From the gun, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Fielded at about the 28. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ready.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10.
61, match box right. Quick dash. Come. Check 43. Bang. Hey, Sam off. Bang. Fire.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tackle. Check 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down past the 30. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 82 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Under 10. 10.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
On the ready. 56. March 56. Yeah. You don't want none. Say go.
And they take a knee.
Jones on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins